Hey, what's up, guys? I've just been spending a lot of time trying to get to know our board and setting it up in a way that I think is going to be easy for everybody on stage and for you guys running the sound as well. I just kind of want to walk you through a few things. One of the things that I did initially is to just kind of put all of our drums together. As far as plugging things on stage, this is just going to make a lot more sense for us on stage. So kick, snare, hi-hat, toms, and then the overhead are all together 1 through 7, and then it kind of goes into bass, and then electric guitars, acoustic, vocals, and then click and track. I put everything 1 through 16 on these things just because I feel like that's what we use the most. And then on 17 through 24, you see keys, violin. There's an extra vocal, and then the ambient mic right there. And then channel 24 is Jeff. Say hi, Jeff. Anyway, over here you see like the DCA input stuff, and that is basically just like subgroups for other faders. So all of you can kind of hold, select, and it shows you all the things that are currently selected and grouped into this fader. You're welcome to use that or not. I really don't care. I probably wouldn't use it. I just think it's, well, if it's your preference in using the DCA groups, then you're more than welcome to. I only set up the one for the drums, just cause. So, but you're more than welcome to like split those out if you just wanted to do like cymbals and hi-hat on one, and then all the drums on something else. You're welcome to do that. Anyway, so that's the DCAs. The buses are set up as such. I kind of changed these because I think it'll make more sense for us on stage as well. So 1 through 6 are now all of our auxiliary sends. Number 8, I'll show you that in a minute, but that'll be our send to the recorder for Jeff's microphone. And then kind of 9 through 16 are just some extra things. 13 through 16 are kind of for effects. I would like to get into using some of that here in a little bit. We don't have to do that this Sunday, but kind of moving forward, I would definitely like to do that. I rerouted the subs based on a video I watched from a guy that I really enjoyed listening to because he's super smart, kind of like Charles. But basically, the MC is where he suggested that we put our subs. So you have your main out left and right, and then the MC kind of controls our subs. Basically, this fader will control the volume of the subs, but this fader is also controlled by this fader. So if you bring this down, you bring your subs down. If you bring this up, you bring your subs up. And so you can kind of mix in your level of subs that you want to do into the main left and right. And this actually works like a subgroup. So you can hit the sends on fader button and kind of see what exactly is being sent. So I'm going to hit channels 1 through 8 so you can see we have kick, the 2 lower toms and bass in the subs. The track, we have a lot of bass in the track sometimes, and then the keys are also in the subs. And then kind of coming to our computer, which I'll show you where I have our computer moving forward in that. So anyway, so there's basically just a subgroup for the MC right here. So that's how we're gonna try and run our subs initially. If you guys don't think that's a good idea after running it on Sunday, then you can talk to me about changing that or however you guys want to do. I just want to know how our board is set up so that I can be able to coach anybody on it, given if we have a situation like we did on Sunday where Charles was gone. That way I kind of know what's going on. Anyway, computer is something that I want to show you guys. So I have up here on the back of the board, and I'll look at it upside down with you. Auxiliary 1 and 2 in are from the computer. So these are coming from the computer, and this guy down here is going out to the recorder. So that's kind of how we'll try and do this initially. And this auxiliary out can be an instrument cable, balanced or unbalanced speaker cable, or what I have here is actually a balanced 1/4 inch going into an XLR into the recorder, and I'll show you that in just a second. But just wanted to let you know this is kind of how I like to do this, computer in 1 and 2. So we had an issue not being able to set a compressor on the auxiliary in when I needed a click track kind of adjusted. But so on auxiliary in, when you go here, you can kind of hit select, and then we'll bounce over to this little guy over here. You go through the page select. It doesn't allow you to do a gate, a dynamic, which is basically your compressor, stuff like that. But when I went to channel 25 and I routed auxiliary 1 to channel 25 and auxiliary 2 to channel 26, so that'll be click left and track right. If I hit select on there and go back over here, now you can see that I have the option of adding a compressor and a gate onto channel 25. So that's kind of an interesting way to do that. So basically we have, you know, instruments and Jeff all the way through 24, and we don't have anything on this channel except for our computer. But I just thought that was a good thing to do there. Let's see, what else did I mess up for you guys? I looked through a lot of the routing stuff, trying to figure out all of our sound issues from Sunday, and I think that the main thing was there was an XLR out thing. Well, that was once we started to plug it directly into the back of the board. I think this was our issue. I think it was set to local 1 through 4, 1 through 8 really, but there's like an out as you scroll down that actually controls where the XLR out is coming from. So once you connect to those things, when you plug the XLRs into the back of the actual board, that's how you get sound there. But I think that there may have just been some kind of glitch from the AES bus or something like that. I'm really not 100% sure why we didn't have, if all of these setup were the exact same on Sunday morning. I'm not 100% sure why we didn't have sound coming out of our snake, but we are getting it now. I'm going to show you guys our snake right now. Kind of did some adjustments to our rack. We have some nice wireless microphones that are being donated to us, so that's super awesome. We're going to have those hopefully by the weekend. But right here I have a nice drawer that's going to hold all of our wireless microphones. This is where Jeff's microphone is going to live, and you can see I added some nice labels here, just so that we can have everything kind of labeled where everything goes. So all of our inputs are there, kind of continuing inputs. So Jeff into 24, and then I X'd 25 and 26 because that's actually our auxiliary ins for the computer. And then you see all the outputs 1 through 6 as they're labeled, and then our mains and our subs are actually going to be at the end of the board over here. So subs will be 14, and then 15 and 16 are linked for the main left and right. And so, like I said, I've been testing all this stuff with my equipment at home, and everything seems to be working all right. I want to go into this little guy who we had issues with on Sunday as well, but basically our microphone is connected to Jeff's mic on our soundboard, and you can kind of see the input level right there shooting up and whatnot. I'm going to take you over here for a second. Sorry if I'm making you sick with this video. Not auxiliary. Where am I going? Bus. Bus number 8. So bus number 8 is basically a direct send from Jeff's mic on channel 24. So bus number 8, the only thing that's in that bus is channel 24 for Jeff's mic. But this auxiliary 1, the output for bus 8 is going to auxiliary 1 out in the back of the board, which goes to this little guy over here. So let's see if I can hold the mic and talk at the same time. So here is signal coming in from that. If you go over here, we can boost that signal up, and now you can see that it's pretty much clipping whenever I try and talk, almost. But that's basically your volume control for the send to the recorder. I think that is pretty much it for this video and what I needed to show you guys, but just in case I didn't have 10-15 minutes to show you guys this on Sunday morning, that's kind of what I've done so far. And if all of this totally screws you guys up, my apologies. Good luck.